r/AskReddit by Reddit. Non-Americans who have been to the US. What is the weirdest thing about America that Americans don't realize is weird? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy the video. How your medical ads show an old guy living life well because of X drug. He has the best time, the wife is having the best time, and it's all because of the drug making things better. The end of the ad is full of warnings about how this happy drug can potentially kill you and your family, nuke your dog, and make cats impotent. Recap the cliffhanger episode of Life in Alaska before another ad break. Unwatchable TV. This medication may cause stroke, paralysis, lymphoma, a wonky eye, a bum leg, a brain aneurysm, heart palpitations, hair loss, restless leg syndrome, or your peen to fly off your body like a small rocket ship. Ask your doctor if drug is right for you. I went to SeaWorld with my mum when I was in my mid-teens. Halfway through the show, the performer, not the whale, asked everybody in the military to stand up, and the whole crowd gave them a round of applause. They sat back down, and the show continued, as if nothing had happened. Couldn't imagine anything similar happening back in Blighty. Edit. This was at SeaWorld, Orlando, not San Diego. Roughly 2003/4. I love that you specified it wasn't the whale asking questions. The whale may have asked other questions. Now that Thanksgiving and Christmas is over, the weirdest thing is that Americans will ask what you are doing for Thanksgiving. Are you going to your family etc? When you say no, they invite you to their home. I was a student, my family was thousands of miles away, and I'm happy that the local Cracker Barrel is open and looking forward to a meal there. My professor did that, invited me to his home. I had a good time, but it was strange. I'm meeting his uncles and aunts, and one little girl threw a tantrum. I had to take her to calm her down etc. It was weird, but also wonderful. In my country things like this would never happen. You don't bring a stranger to a family event. But I'm thankful things like this happen here. Inviting people over for the holidays is just this cultural thing where we want to share the holiday celebration with people and make sure they have someone to celebrate with. It's really just a matter of, oh, you don't get to go celebrate with your family, well then you can come join my family so you can still celebrate. Even if you wouldn't feel like you're missing out on the celebration or are avoiding it, we don't want you to feel like you are missing out. Sharing the holidays is a big part of Thanksgiving and Christmas in the US and kind of ingrained in us from a young age, and in movies and TV. Free refills. Went to a restaurant with my dad, both German, and all of a sudden the waiter took away my drink with another perfectly good sip in it, and I must have looked pretty shocked. It was only then, when my dad explained to me that you guys have free refills. I just studied for 6 months in Germany, and this is what I missed most. It was a challenge to find water for free at many restaurants, and if I ordered a drink it was the same price as in the US, and I got very little. The reason we have free refills is that drinks come in large containers of syrup that get mixed with the water and carbonation in a fountain on site. At fast food restaurants, it costs the restaurant more to provide you with a cup than the liquid that they order in bulk. This makes unlimited refills feasible vs the individual glass bottles everyone in Europe is serving. Edit. As many people have pointed out, companies could still make more by charging for refills. My explanation explains how they can still make a profit by offering unlimited refills. Some people have pointed out that the reason we offer refills has to do with sugary drinks increasing appetite leading to more food consumption. Edit 2. With regards to the glass bottles, I'm speaking mainly about restaurants you sit down at, not McDonald's and other fast food. I realize everywhere in the world has fountain drinks, however they are not as common as they are here. That there are a lot of squirrels. Went to the zoo with a Polish girl once and was super surprised when she found the squirrels more fascinating than all the large animal. I've seen busloads of tourists from China, Japan, etc. unload near where I work, and the crowds of people who would gather around a stupid squirrel sitting on a tree was amazing. Some of the more aggressive photographers would follow the squirrel taking pictures. I wanted to tell them that squirrels are a dime a dozen, but why spoil their fun? The tourist thinks it's a special thing they are seeing, so let it be. Yeah, I get that. I recently had a similar experience, I think. I was eating breakfast in London and I happened to look up right as a fox trotted across the sidewalk in front of our hotel restaurant. My mind took a moment to process what I had just seen, and then I started talking about it with my wife. She didn't believe me and thought I must have just seen a dog. I looked around us, and the guy next to us just rolled his eyes, like we were being impossibly dense for thinking a fox was anything special to talk about. Duck it. I still think it was cool. For me as British bloke who only travelled for 6 weeks in the US, your public transport is largely poor but everything is built for cars and your cars are big. You advertise not businesses but personalities a lot. So it's not that KGH estate agents will well your property, but Mary Houghton will personally sell your house with a big picture of her face. Random people will talk to you. I'm a Londoner, so it is different up north in the UK, but especially when I got to the southern states people were so happy to talk to random strangers. You guys actually sit at the bar in bars. When we go to a pub/bar, we'll go with friends and rarely interact outside of that group really. You guys jump up at that bar and just start chatting. Where homelessness is visible it's bloody awful. San Francisco was horrible for this. Me and my now wife ended up making a load of extra spag bowl to give to the homeless people outside our hostel because it was shocking to us. If I think of any more I'll add them, but it's Christmas Day and I should probably talk to my family. I lived for a long time in different places around the world, and something that I really missed when moving to a new town was the lack of a US style bar, where it was easy for a stranger to meet people. Outside of the US, it is rare to find a bar where everyone just sits and faces the same direction, whether or not a sporting event was playing on the television. Instead, they have a more pub-like environment, where everyone is sitting in groups at their individual tables. This makes meeting new people extremely difficult. Think about it, with the table style bar, in order to strike up a conversation with a stranger, you literally have to approach them while they are sitting at their own table with their own friends. It's almost impossible to not look like a total freak. In a proper cheers style bar, you can just say some random phrase to the bartender, and if the person sitting next to you wants to talk, they'll just join in on the conversation. Basically, in non-US bars, if you aren't invited ahead of time by someone, you are damned to sit alone in some corner of the bar. This makes sense. I'm non-American, never understood how Americans went to meet new people at bars. I only ever go with friends. I live in the South, and one time I was hanging out with a friend smoking by a lake in late spring/early summer. He was Egyptian and had just moved here over the winter. All of a sudden he freaked out saying he was seeing weird lights in the trees. I thought he was too high or something, before I realized he meant the lightning bugs. He'd never seen them and didn't know what they were, so I started catching them, and he was mind blown that they were just a normal seasonal thing. My ex was a native of Colorado, and one summer night was completely awestruck by the lightning bugs that myself as a native Nebraskan just took for granted. Crazy how drastically different places in the US can be. Holy crap. So me and my wife are here for our honeymoon right now. Been here for 2 days and what I've noticed. Your bathroom stalls have like a 3-foot gap at the bottom. What the duck? Your food portion sizes are duckin' huge. Wham, is duckin' huge. Everyone wants to talk to us. We're British so we're used to sitting in uncomfortable silence. We keep making friends. I'm driving for the first time over here. You guys just turn right through red lights WTF. How the duck do 4-way junctions work. So far I've been going for it and hoping for the best. Seems like a mad free for all to me. I actually really like how driving here works. All the roads are like bob on straight. 10 mile back home would take me 15 minutes. Here it's like 10 minutes through town. Your houses are weirdly unsecure, like there is a glass window pane all the way down the side of the door. I could break my hand through and unlock it in all of 3 seconds. The back doors have a tent around the pool, and the rear door is a glass sliding one. Single glazed. I could force it open with a toothpick. I ordered chips and got a weird look at a restaurant's night. The waitress brought me some Lay's chips. Bless. That's all I can think of right now. We're staying in Orlando for anyone wondering. Edit. Thank you all for your help and advice. We're having a lovely time so far and love America. Edit 2. Some stuff I forgot. You guys are super quick on your horns. Also apparently nobody breaks in because they'll get shot and everyone trashes Florida. It's been great so far. Thank you for watching Reddit. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more r/AskReddit videos. Share your stories in the comment section below.